flowers bloom. I hope your flowers bloom. I hope you grow up to be everything that you want.
En camino.
Your flowers bloom.
Coyote, we're speaking to you, baby.
I hope your flowers bloom. Flowers bloom. I hope your flowers bloom. I hope your flowers to be everything that
Curve on curves.
Yeah, that was a nice one. So sexy. Let's ride this road.
Oh.
when I travel far. I hope your flowers bloom. I hope your flowers bloom. I hope you grow up to be everything that you want to. I hope your flowers bloom. I hope your flowers bloom. Come on, little mockingbird. Sing out your song. So that
La prueba número como 2 por Free Willy, yo creo, aquí en Centroamérica. La primera era pasando por the hot springs, and now we have to pretend to be a 4x4 vehicle and pass the river.
It doesn't look like much, but it is a little river that we're going to cross in order to get to the other side.
Pasito, pasito, suave, suavecito. Huh?
So it turns out this is not the path we need to take today.
Quite fun. Getting there was the most adventurous day by far because Guatemala had a day of rain, which made the roads turn into rivers, and we went on some crazy roads. There is a full-blown river happening
Ahead of us.
in front of all.
Live from Costa Rica, we remembered that we didn't take that much footage when we were crossing the first part of our journey. Maybe there was a little bit of hidden stress. We're both playing it really cool. We're like, it's gonna work out, it's gonna be great, no problem. But we didn't record much around our first border crossing, which was from Guatemala into El Salvador.
It was going smooth-ish. We were exiting out of Guatemala, and we were both told
That
our test was maybe potentially not the correct test to get into El Salvador.
we had an antigen test, and they needed a PCR test. They did warn us in Guatemala, but we were very confident that we could charm our way. Well, we had a test, COVID test, right? So we were like, it's going to work. And so we get to the border, and surprise, surprise, the border official lets us know that our antigen test isn't valid, that we need a PCR test. So I asked him actually directly if we came back with a PCR test, would he let us through? He said yes. So we went back. So we were between countries, between Guatemala and El Salvador. We used the Wi-Fi I know we got someone.
No, so he wanted us to go all the way back into Guatemala and go get a test and then come back, or figure it out, but go back into Guatemala. And the problem with that plan was that I paid $40 or $35 to have the van in Guatemala. They gave me a permit, and once that permit was closed as I left the country, I would have to pay again to bring the van back just to go get a PCR test. So we hung out in the no man land. We turned around from the bridge, went back over the bridge to Guatemala, but didn't actually go through the immigration, just pulled off on the side of the road, found a little kiosk where a woman had been finishing cleaning up from her lunch that she made for people. And we told her our situation. She took the cell phone chip from her son's phone. Sorry, I have to pass a car. She took the cell phone chip from her son's phone and gave it to us, and we put it in our phone and got a recharge for it, and so we were able to use the Wi-Fi via that, and contact the place where we got our test done to make a new one for us. Right, Melissa?
Something like that. So we made sure that our test had the information that was required to enter El Salvador. And so we went back within like maybe 45 minutes, I don't know, roughly.
Probably like 20. It was really fast.
20, yeah, it was pretty fast actually, that's true. And so we went back with our new test that said PCR, exactly where it said antigen before. And I think a little bit against his will, he was like, but I didn't expect you guys to come right away. And I was like, but I asked you if we came back, if you would let us through, and you said yes. And so miraculously, the first border was crossed. Guatemala was exited successfully. El Salvador was a little more challenging, but we did it. And we were in El Salvador. I was exhausted. Amanda drove us to, I don't remember the name of the place.
It was a little beach parking lot. We paid $5 for the night. Coco something. Literally just a parking lot on the beach. And we thought we were going to sleep peacefully. I was so tired as well. We parked the van, talked to the hosts, gave them their money. Melissa went to bed immediately, and as Melissa went to bed, 2 cars full of drunk El Salvadorian women and their men came to celebrate the fact that it was payday and drink all night long and dance. So we literally pulled up right next to the van and out poured like 6 women screaming, like it was from a scene from a movie actually. And Melissa's passed out in the van, like nothing.
No idea. She told me in the morning. I was like, oh yeah, that rings a bell.
But we were grateful for a beautiful place to stay, and the safety of all of the countries that we've passed through, but just the hospitality of all the people that we met along the way, including the border officer in El Salvador that started our journey off on the right foot by accepting our COVID